Okay, so I've never done this before. This is all brand new to me. Even my YouTube channel is fairly new. I just had some stuff I need to talk about because I've got, friends that also fly drones and, different RC things. And I've been into it for a while, specifically drones now for maybe a year and a half. But this is the type of hobby that can kind of consume you if you let it. So let me be a little more specific. I'm really tired right now, and the reason I'm tired right now is because I was up till 3 in the morning last night, and uh, and it wasn't because I was building my own quad. I think we've all been there where we get into building something and we just want to finish it or whatever, and we're so focused, and maybe a little adrenaline's flowing or whatever, and it's just like, oh, I'm not even tired. I'm just gonna build this thing and get it done so I can fly it. That's not why I'm tired. I'm actually really tired because one of my buddies, who has been flying drones for probably longer than me, uh, basically gave up on it. He I'm not sure exactly what happened here. Let me set the phone here so it can just sit there instead of me holding it and shaking it. There, that's probably better. Anyhow, he sent me a text the other day, and he's like, "Hey, take my stuff. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not having fun with it." And I was really kind of thrown off. I thought he was kidding, but it turns out he was serious, and he had a lot of stuff. I'm talking like good, high quality stuff, and of course some older stuff that isn't so good. But this is probably at least $5,000 worth of stuff. And I'm just like, dude, what's the deal? And it didn't really make any sense to me, but I went ahead and, with the condition of, hey, if you ever want this stuff back, I'll take it. This is me kind of trying to help you out because apparently you just want this stuff gone for some reason. So this is more as me helping him than him helping me. I don't need this stuff really. I've already got a lot of my own stuff, more than I need actually. So anyhow, so I went to pick up the stuff, and dude, I was really blown away at how much stuff he had. And it's like it was overwhelming, because I already had so much of my own stuff. So I'm basically sifting through all this stuff last night, trying to organize things and put it into bins that I already had of my own stuff. I could literally open a freaking hobby shop right now and probably have just about everything anybody would need to build their first quad or their first five quads or whatever. It's kind of stupid. So what I'm getting at here is this hobby can definitely kind of take over if you're kind of mechanically inclined and technically inclined like myself, and you enjoy fixing things and building things and getting that satisfaction of flying the quad after you've done that. um, it's great. It's a fantastic hobby, but at the same time it can definitely turn into a problem if you let it, because there's so many YouTube videos, how-to videos that make things pretty easy to figure out. And of course there's so many sales and different things on products that are new, and it's like so tempting to buy the latest flight controllers, the latest motors, ESCs, all that stuff. So if you're constantly trying to keep up with it, oh my gosh, you're going to have so much stuff if you don't wind up selling things off or giving things away or whatever. And if you don't use the things that you aren't, if you don't like get rid of the stuff that you've already got that you're not using anymore, it's just going to pile up. I mean, myself included, I mean, I'm guilty of, not even being able to find something, an ESC or whatever, because it's just, I've got so much crap, and I'll just buy it, because it's so easy to just one click buy something on Amazon or on Get FPV, and then I just know I'll have it in a couple days, and there I've got it, instead of having to even dig through my stuff to find it. So if you're the type of person that does that, and you already have stuff that you could probably just find, that's a red flag. If you're the type of person that thinks, oh, I'll just buy this because that's something I might need in the future, that's a red flag. If there's a sale, again, these are all signs that I've had. I'm guilty of these things. If you need a set of props for a new quad, and instead of buying one or two sets, You buy like 10, that's a red flag. These are signs that you're buying too many things, you know. And the fact is, this hobby changes so fast with how technology is going. The stuff you buy right now is going to be outdated in a couple months. So what's the point? You know what I mean? Just buy something new and better in a couple months if you even happen to need it. Don't buy it now. Anyhow, I just wanted to get this out there because I feel bad in the situation. You know, this guy, you know, he enjoyed flying and everything. I mean, this was something he did like on a daily basis. And I'm not exactly sure what happened. My speculation is, you know, maybe his wife was kind of giving him a lot of heat because honestly, like he had so much stuff and it was kind of like clogging up his whole like living space. Like there was just things like spread out all over the place. And you know, if you're in a relationship, you're married or have a girlfriend or whatever, this hobby is not the type of hobby where most chicks are going to be supportive of to begin with. So if you let it kind of get to that point where there's just like stuff all over the place and like you're constantly, you know, working on things instead of spending time with her, it's going to be a problem. There's constantly stuff showing up in the mail, you know, and she's just like, what the fuck is that? It's going to be a problem, like just straight up. So my point here is, and I got to get to work here in a minute, but you got to just keep yourself in check. Um, because, you know, we don't want it to become a problem. This is a great hobby. You know, we can all enjoy this for years and years to come. But if you don't do the right things, if you don't see the red flags, um, this could be a problem. And then all of a sudden you feel like you just got to get rid of everything and dump it all at once. And it's like, what the heck? You know, and then you move on to the next hobby and maybe you do the same things because you don't realize what you're doing. You know, when you buy things, you know, it's kind of like me. I'm the type of person that likes to dive into something, you know, 110%. You know, when I do something, I want to do it right. So like I tend to buy things I don't need, like, or to, you know, to be stocked up on things that I might need because I want to have things ready when I crash or whatever. But man, I tell you, that can be a slippery slope. It really can. So anyhow, I just wanted to get this out there, guys, especially as somebody that's been doing it for a little while. If you're new to the hobby, I mean, just be careful. You know what I mean? Like just buy what you absolutely need. Don't buy stuff that you think you might need in the future. If you have a tendency to just buy stuff real easily and real quickly and not think too much about it, you know, just look at the signs because this can be problematic. And we want you all to be here. We want you all to fly. We want you all to enjoy the great hobby of FPV because it's really a great hobby. I mean, where else? What other hobby can you basically be a fighter pilot and not put your own life at risk? You know what I mean? Like you could just rip balls through a park or through a bando, and it's just fantastic. It's a great feeling. Myself as a kid, I've always thought, you know, I could be a fighter pilot because I mean, who doesn't want to fly to begin with? But that freedom, that whole experience of just flying is fantastic, and to do it with just a set of goggles on and you know, it's different. I think what attracted me to this, I was never a gamer. I never played video games. I've always thought of that as a big waste of time. It's like that's just a bunch of fake, you know, fake atmosphere where you're just like pretending you're doing something. I'd rather really be doing something. And so to actually have a physical product, a physical quadcopter or a helicopter or a plane and have that up in the air and you're literally in control of it. And there is a little risk factor there, not like a game. You know, if you crash, it's probably going to break. So there is that risk factor, but you're not going to kill yourself at the same time where you're actually a pilot in the air. So it's a very unique hobby, a very fun hobby, but please guys, let's just keep it under control. And girls, I know there's some girls out there that are enjoying it as well, because again, a really, really cool hobby. But man, if you got a friend that's starting to show signs of taking this stuff way too serious and buying way too much stuff, and I don't know, it's just there's certain personality types, myself included, where it can become a problem. So I have to check myself once in a while. And you know what? A matter of fact, I'm gonna probably just give away some stuff on this channel for you guys that are supporting me. I've got, you know, a few subscribers now, so I can easily post something that I'm giving away, and you guys have a very, very good chance of getting something. So I'm gonna give away some quads. I'm gonna give away some, some flight controllers and stuff, because if I don't, like, this stuff's just gonna sit around and like it's gonna start driving me crazy, and I'm gonna start having too much stuff all over the place. You know what I mean? So it's an eye-opening experience, is what I'm getting at here. To take somebody else's whole FPV hobby, all their stuff, we're talking lots and lots of stuff, multiple chargers, probably 50 lipo packs. We're talking, like 6 quads. We're talking at least 50, probably almost 100 sets of props. I mean, this is like a lot of stuff. It was a really eye-opening experience to go through that stuff and think to myself, why did he even have this at all? And then I have to think to myself, like, did I do this kind of stuff? Like, do I have a bunch of stuff like this sitting around? And half the time the answer was yes. So I really got to put myself in check here and use this opportunity to not let that happen to me, first of all, but to also share this experience with you guys, and just let you know that you know we can beat this. We can do this. We can enjoy this hobby for years to come and not let it be a problem. Let's not let it become a problem for ourselves. Let's not let it become a problem for our household, for our wives, for our children. You have to balance things. You have to make time for your family. And that's obviously extremely important. That's the most important thing, is family. So let's just keep ourselves in check. If you guys start seeing me doing some stupid stuff on my videos or whatever, put me in check. Put some comments. Hey, like, you're buying too much shit. All right. Anyhow, I got to get to work. I just want to put this out there, guys. Share it. Like it, whatever you got to do, but just take it to heart, because this is a great hobby, and let's not ruin it. All right. Have a good day. Happy flying. I'll see you guys later. All right. Never done this before. How do I even turn it off? All right. Let's see how this works. I guess I'll just push this X button. Okay.